Hey everybody, welcome back to the MarketingBox podcast. Today we have another Meet the Team interview. We are officially introducing you to Craig Stowe. Craig has been an integral part of our company for forever, and we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to have Sean and Craig on the podcast. I just felt like it was right because they have been working together for so long. So I'm very excited for them to be able to share their past, future, present with you guys.
Yeah. So what's up, my brother? We got a lot of road underneath us, man. You know, dude. So Craig was the best man in my wedding. You know, I've got brothers, but he was the best man in my wedding. We go back a long way. We've worked together for a long time, man. And it's almost like a Starsky and Hutch, Batman and Robin kind of thing, man, where, you know, it's one of those things that's hard to explain. But if any of you guys have ever had a friend that you just know, I call him a foxhole brother, right? That's what Craig has always been with me, man. And you know, it's a great feeling to know that you have people out there in the world that would drop everything in a drop of a hat to come help you, no matter what the situation is, no matter if you screwed up, if you did something wrong, did something right, dude. And so I've always appreciated that, man, and just the confidence and all. But dude, you know, the exciting part of all this is all the things that we've been building, right? And some of the plans that are coming out. And listen, we've created a work environment that is, you know, I think second to none, dude. So
I agree.
You know, what is it? I'd love to know, just from your perspective, what is it that you love about coming in here every day and doing the things that we do?
It's different every single day.
Yeah.
Like we've always got, you know, the platform does so much. There's so many different features. So there's so many different things that we get to work on.
Yeah.
And you know, I love that. The atmosphere it's really nice. And I know I'm not supposed to say nice things about you, but you bring a certain element of happiness every day.
Yeah.
In, you know, the way you start the day with everybody, it just gets everybody off on the right foot. And it's never worked anywhere like this, and hopefully never do again.
Yeah. So this is we just make it a fun place, man. And part of that is just, I think, the people that we've got in the building have, I mean, we talk about it all the time, man. You know, life's too short to work with people or spend we spend as much time or more time here with the people we work with sometimes than we do our own families.
For sure.
And yeah, dude, the culture and the environment and the togetherness and the family and the kindness and the love, dude, it's just, man, why would you do it any other way but that, man? And, you know, it's taken time, right? It didn't just happen overnight, dude. We made some mistakes, but we realized that, I think, on the hiring part of things, man, there's certain things that we have to look for. You got to be a self-starter here. You got to be super motivated. You got to really care about what you do. You got to buy into the vision and the dream of what we're trying to do. And we have our culture is a little bit odd, dude, just because we like to just do the things that we like to do, and regardless of what society says is good or bad, we just come in here and run our own race every day, man.
I think the setup of the office as well is a big factor of why, you know, it works well.
Yeah.
You know, it was a really good setup.
Big set, nice part of town, dude, and then
right by the lake.
Yeah, and we got to get in here, and you know. You don't want to go into an office. If you had your druthers, you went into an office, it would feel a lot like home. So that's what we did, man, is we made this place feel a lot like home. In some cases, I think it's nicer than my house. In some cases, sure. You know, so we have, the environment's fantastic. So dude, talk to me a little bit about what's some of the most things that you're the most excited for moving forward related to data. Just so, you know, if we had titles, Craig's my partner, but if there were titles, he's kind of would be the chief data officer. So everything that we're doing in our company, really the foundation of it is data, right? That's the foundation of the marketing campaigns. It's the foundation of as AI becomes more prevalent, you know, all the data, the inputs, the outputs become the most important thing, man. So I know what the things that I'm most excited about, dude. What are you most excited about the future as it relates to data and how we're going to be able to utilize these in different ways than people even know right now?
Yeah, I mean, the stuff with the AI and the machine learning is going to be incredible. People are going to it's going to blow their mind. They're going to be able to do things that they've not been able to do before, giving them abilities that they don't have. It's just to be able to have everything in one spot, just like the platform, being able to, identify their customers, have the triggers that listen to the base, to be able to do prospecting type campaigns,
Yep.
really sets us apart from others. But the really excited about the part that of the AI that'll keep the voice of the company in there, in the right, I don't know how you,
Right tone, the right voice,
the
the right voice.
The right voice. That's what I was looking for.
So dude, it's pretty interesting because when you look at the AI of things, right now, a lot of things are disconnected, right? They're disconnected. You have data companies, you have marketing companies, you have tech platforms, you have all those things, and that's one of the most exciting things that I have is that we're going to attempt to put all this in one place, right? The identity graph, the first party data. Now what's happening in the marketing world, it seems that omni-channel was the thing, but now it's not only omni-channel, but it's omni-device, right? So learning and understanding how to tie these data sets, and that's one of the most exciting things to me is that we have this identity graph that have all these attributes, and as the way people behave now, and kind of I ran through this in my head yesterday, is I might be on my phone, I get home, I pick up my tablet because I'm reading something and my eyes aren't good, and then I'm going to my connected TV and doing something. So man, all of those things are intertwined, and so being able to reach people on the devices and the channels and where they live and all, man, it's just really exciting, and it's really never been available until about right now. It's just at a point where all this stuff is coming together.
Yeah, it's exciting. The next 12 to 24 months, the things that are going to be coming out are just mind blowing.
Yeah. I know you work like I do, and I know what your hobbies are. Why don't you tell everyone what do you like to do in your off time, man? Like your hobbies and the things that you love to do.
Well, besides golf, and I love golf, but I love building stuff too.
Yeah.
So my job and my hobbies are kind of line up. I love building stuff. So
how did that get started?
You show me how to flip houses years ago.
Yeah, dude. And you just took it and rolled with it, man, huh?
Yeah, I was interviewing a few general contractors, and they weren't the brightest bulbs. And I just thought, if they can do it,
I remember you did that first house, and then you bought the house across the street and did it. And the next thing you know, in fact, Mike was playing golf at Metairie Country Club, and he goes, dude, I've never been back in that area, dude. Like, those are the nicest houses. And I said, yeah, dude, Craig had some multi-million-dollar place right on Iona, dude, right there, dude. But Mike drove through all the North Line. Yeah, Stella. Yeah. But
it's beautiful back there.
Yep. We've had some fun times together, dude. Some of the trips, the things that we've done. In fact, I'm going to bring up a story that is a little bit legendary in the New Orleans automotive business. So Craig and I worked together at a Chevrolet store. Back, what year was that? That was in 2000, 99, 2000?
98,
99. Yeah. So we both worked in the finance department, and, we had a customer that we had contracted that, we spot delivered them. Back in Louisiana, you can do something called spot deliver. So we thought we'd be able to get the loan approved at a certain amount. The bank came back at a different amount. We had to get the people back in and recontract them. And I'm sitting across from this couple in this small office, and they start getting belligerent with me because their payment's going up, right? And so the general manager comes and walks in the office and says, hey, what's going on? Y'all need to keep it down, man. There's people in the showroom. They were yelling and stuff. And the guy gets up and like chest up with Peter. It was Peter Benson. And all of a sudden, Peter's got glasses on like mine. The guy cracks him, man, and splits Peter's eye open right here. Well, Craig's office was right down the hall. Your office was right down the hall. Craig hears the ruckus coming in. He comes in, and Peter's eyes split open, blood squirting out everywhere. It's a mess. The lady has coming over the table trying to hit me, and Craig hits this guy, dude. This is a big guy. He's probably 6'2", 6'3", 250, 260, And I remember watching him. Craig comes in because he's about to start beating on Peter. And Craig hits him and drops him. And then the next thing you know, man, it's like, what is going on here, dude? Like somebody's about to get hurt. And the next thing, you had this guy on his back and he was in deep trouble. And at this time, the lady had come over my desk and I had to put her under my desk because she was trying to beat me up.
She was 6 foot, probably 2 something herself.
Yeah, oh, she was a big.
She was a man.
Yeah, she was a big girl. Well, dude, so the cops come, they pick the guy up. We learn that the guy is out on a murder one beef. He had skipped bail on a murder one beef, and so they came and got him. And over the next several days, people would come by the dealership, man, and they'd come just walk and look in our office, and they're like, "Are you guys the ones that did this?" Because we wiped the floor with them, and they were some bad characters, man.
Yeah.
So
I was just scared.
Yeah, he was scared. You hit him. You hit him with one of them big meat hoofs, dude, and bro, he dropped like a freaking can of sardines.
It took a few, but he was a big one.
Yeah, he was a big one, dude. Yeah.
I was just scared.
In fact, the table, you guys are looking at the table and all this stuff. Craig's, you build houses, you build furniture, you build whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fun.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Yeah. Yep. And what about your family, brother? Kids?
I have 4. I've got 3 in college, 2 about to graduate from college, and one, my youngest is graduating from high school, and my son's a sophomore.
You're about to be an empty nester, bro.
Oh, not soon enough.
Yeah? You ready for it?
No,
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now that it's just a different phase of life. It's going through the changes with them and stuff, and having to change as a dad, and and get into the new role with them.
Yeah,
it's different.
Kids are different, man. Yeah, it's weird, but I think you have great kids, man. Smart kids, dude. Great kids, and it's
very blessed.
Yeah, dude. And I've watched the way that you've kind of managed them, man. And you actually taught me some things, dude, about the way that you weren't so rigid, and you gave some rope when you needed to give rope and all that stuff, dude. And it was just you've done a great job with your kids, man. And I think the way they're all turning out is an example of that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I'm proud of them for sure. They made me look like a better dad than I actually was.
So China is the oldest one. She's finished school, right?
She's graduating very soon. She gets married next month.
Damn, I know, dude. And Chloe is
graduates next Friday at LSU.
And what's she going to do?
Law school.
Law school. And the Cane Meister is flipping drinks and freaking slaying them at school, huh, dude?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
So something that I found interesting, and we talked about this yesterday, is what both of you guys bring to the table, which is why you work so well together. What was the word we use? It's like you are each other's better half. Yeah. Like you both are very opposite, but you work so well together that it really has helped our company become so great. Let's talk a little bit about how, what different personality traits you guys have that bring out the best in each other.
Yeah, so listen, this is the way that this has always worked. And, man, I really credit it to our success. For some reason, I totally get debilitated when you introduce lawyers, spreadsheets, contracts, accounting, all this stuff, man. I don't really understand it that well, and I've never taken the time to understand it. And so I don't know if you and Angelina really even understand, because of the role and the things that you guys can do. It's freed me up to be, to come in here and enjoy things. Because if I was dealing with some of this stuff every day, dude, it just wouldn't be fun for me, man. And so, inadvertently, the way it's worked, the 2 people I probably trust in the world more than anybody is my wife and you. And so the most important things that have to do with my business and my life, I'm deferring, because you guys are just better at it, man. Your attention to detail, your ability to, to reconcile things, to build some of the spreadsheets and the pro forma and the research and all the things that go on behind the scenes to actually build out and launch a product, man. It's not just, you don't just build the front end and you have an idea and you market it. Man, the due diligence that's done on the front end of this, And listen, I just don't have the aptitude or the skill set or whatever it is, dude, to go and do those things and do it in an organized way. And so, man, it is, I can't tell you, and I think you know this, dude, but, from our data partnerships to our partnerships in general, every high level meeting that I'm in, you're wrapped into, dude, just because your perspective is important and you do see things almost from the opposite side that I do, man. I'm eternally optimistic. I see the good in everybody. The glass is always half full, but really and truly, it's not like that all the time. And it's nice to be able to operate like that because I know on the backside, I got people that are catching the things that need to be caught. So I don't have to worry myself with it, dude. And so it's allowed me to flourish as a person, as an entrepreneur, as a CEO of a company. You guys have allowed me to flourish because of the things that you do that are really things that happen behind the scenes that people don't understand. But to me, they're the foundation of the whole business,
Yeah, I was trying to explain it the other day. Somebody had asked me about our relationship, and I was trying to explain to him that even though we might think a little bit differently about certain situations, it's just uncanny how we always end up in the same spot. It's just a different path.
Yeah.
But we're, even though we take different paths to get there, we're always on the same, wavelength. We always meet up at the right point.
Yeah, dude. And listen, it's important. You're not a yes man. Just, you, Mike, nobody's glad handing anybody here. There's no feelings. Right. Nobody's feelings get hurt. And you guys challenge the ideas that I have a lot, which is good because it makes me think, man, I'm out here running 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it's like, yeah, this all sounds good, but did you think about this? And did you think about this? And why are you doing this? And what is the approach to this? And so, listen, dude, it just, when you have this kind of environment, man, it allows me to be who I am, you're who you are, Mike's who he is, and everything just works good because I want the pushback. Like I want the questioning because all you're doing is making me validate my own idea. That's it, So
same.
Yeah.
Same
Dude.
It works.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man, for sure.
And you've got a lot of, personality characteristics that I don't. And so where, I fall short on things, you're way better at. And so, together we've done some awesome things.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. Yeah.
Love it.
I think just more about Craig. Guys,
he's been sitting here just telling me all this.
We had to kind of drag Craig to come do this podcast. He's like, no. I mean, it is difficult to sit there and talk about yourself. It really is. And I told Craig this yesterday. One of the things that I really admire is that I'm one of the first ones here, but the only other person that's here earlier than me every day is Craig. Every day he says good morning, and then every day when it's time to go home, Craig makes sure I get to my car safely. And I think that's just, he has such amazing characteristics. And as a young person, I look up to all of you guys, and so I pay attention to behaviors like that. And it really is, I appreciate it so much. Like, it's very refreshing, and you joked about it the other day, first one in, last one out, like that's Craig. And I didn't even realize how many different jobs and how many different hats that Craig wears, because he was like, Shana, I don't even know how to really title myself. I do so many different things. But his focused curiosity to learn and really master every craft. Like you come in at 7 to learn something. What is that? Like, describe that. What are you learning every day?
Sean and I've talked about a lot of where things are going as far as technology and things that we really want to dive deep into, and a lot of that's the AI, the machine learning, to go with all the data stuff. So I've been taking some different programming classes online in the mornings so I can better understand and communicate with our devs. So when we do get into that part of everything, that I'll know how to communicate and better understand what's possible and what's not when we're trying to figure out which parts of that will be implemented into the platform, how it would be used, things like that.
Yeah.
And one other thing that Mike brought up yesterday too was Craig's attention to detail. And I think, Sean, you even just said something else about that too.
Yeah.
His ability to focus on something and thoroughly think it through. Like, I struggle with that sometimes too. Like, I'm just looking at the big picture and I'm like, hold up, wait, oh, I forgot about this little part. But you really, your brain allows you to think through everything. And I think yesterday too, we were talking about just how the wheels in your brain are always working. Like, that's just how you are, and that's why you like to build things too. You like to finish things from the beginning to the end, and so that's really good characteristics. Have any of your children taken that on too?
My oldest is her initiative and her problem solving, and I mean, she could go teach math, I think, at any college like this. She's incredible.
Yeah.
All of them really, but hers in particular kind of sticks out in my head as far as problem solving. I think my dad was a lot like that too, though.
Yeah.
Owe a lot of it to him.
Oh, your dad's a great guy, dude. He's the best,
incredible.
Man. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah,
man.
you talk about those things, Shannon, but Craig can do anything that I can do. Like, just so you know, like some of our biggest clients, he's the one that sold them. He manages them, production. Like, dude, like, he's got his hands in every part of the business, kind of like I do, So he can do. It's just, listen, right now where we are, he's just focused in an area where it's very important to the business. It's the foundation of the entire business. But listen, he wears every hat that I do, and it's just more focused in one area. That's all, So it's a Swiss Army knife. Somebody said the other day that startups, you start off with Swiss Army knives, but then as you scale, you start to get more very specific, right? Yeah. Really specific, and you start to build out your team, and that's what we're kind of seeing right now. We've had a lot of people in the building that can wear a lot of different hats, man. You being one of them, and and now we're getting ready to go into the next phase where we start hiring specialists, But that's kind of everybody in the building. You can do anything in the business, dude.
Not as I guess I could do it. Maybe not all at the highest level as you do on a lot of things, but I try.
Yeah, you did good.
There's nothing I won't jump into.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Figure it out.
Yeah, shit, we can figure it out. Look at this studio, dude. We got this a badass studio, brother, because of you.
Yeah. And Craig, you talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but where do you see MarketingBox being in the next 3 to 5 years?
It's so hard to say. We're going to disrupt the market this next year with this. This will be something that's going to rival some very large platforms out there.